It's 6:07. I'll call this regular board meeting to order. Item number 2, establishment of a quorum. Let the record reflect that all members are present with the exception of Adrian Gonzalez and Isidoro Nieto. Item number 3, opening prayer. Mindy?
Okay, the invocation will be delivered this evening by Dr. Mercedes Yanez, the campus instructional facilitator at Northbridge Elementary.
Good afternoon. At this time, if we bow our heads. Heavenly Father, today we come before you and we thank you for this day and for this opportunity to gather together for tonight's meeting. Tonight, we ask of your presence, your guidance, and your wisdom upon our school board members and superintendent, so that every decision that is made will lead our district to success as we continue to educate every child that you have entrusted in our hands. As the year comes to an end and testing time is here, we ask for your continuous wisdom and knowledge for all of our students and your continuous strength and health for each one of our teachers and staff members in our district. We ask all this in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Item number 4, Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge.
Okay, tonight we have several students from Northbridge Elementary. If they could join us in the front, please. To my immediate left, I have Monique Gutierrez. She is a 5th grade student at Northbridge Elementary. She is the daughter of Maria and Juan Gutierrez. If they are present, please stand. Monique participated in the science fair and received first place at the district level. She enjoys playing soccer and spending time with her family. She hopes to be a police officer when she grows up. Next, we have Giselle Cerda, also a 5th grade student at Northbridge. She is the daughter of Guadalupe and Diana Cerda. If they're with us, please rise. Giselle has participated in UIL and has placed first in ready writing at the district level. Perfect attendance, superior honor roll, and honor roll are just a few of her accomplishments. She enjoys playing soccer in her spare time and would like to be a professional soccer player. Her favorite subject is writing, and she wants to be a famous author when she grows up. Giselle plans to attend Michigan State just like her father. Okay, parents of Jacob Rubio, please stand with us. Jacob Rubio is also a 5th grade student at Northbridge. Jacob is the son of Jared Rubio and Ariana Pacheco. He is an honor roll student who loves to play sports. His favorite sports are football and baseball. He has participated in UIL number sense and placed at the campus level. Jacob's favorite subject is math, and he loves club coding. Jacob recently presented at the UTRGV with the Northbridge Coding Club and loved the experience. He plans to be a game designer and travel the world. He will continue his education with a top university that will have the privilege to have him as his student. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Thank you, Northbridge, for coming out tonight and leading us in the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know that we gave these kids and teacher a round of applause. Let's. Congratulations, students, and obviously congratulations to their parents as well. Item number 5, awards and recognitions, and obviously many of you are here to recognize your child, so before everybody starts leaving, on behalf of the board, congratulations to you as parents on your child's success. We're going to have quite a few kids coming through here, so be patient, but it's all in recognition of their hard work and your sacrifice as leaders in your house, and obviously the leaders of our students and their coaches. So thank you to all of them in advance for all that they do to help our children be successful. So with that, I'll let Mindy go ahead and start with the first set of awards.
I'd like the parents to stand while we recognize your student. We want to congratulate the District Elementary Science Fair winners. These students competed in categories such as engineering mechanics, environmental engineering, life science, physical science, robotics and embedded systems and software. Third place winners are, let's have them all come out first. All the third place winners, you can join us over here at the stage, please. Let's give them a round of applause as they make their way. Okay, we have Mateo Gomez, Justin Asensio, Tristan Pineda, AJ Esparza. Crystal Gonzalez.
I'm sorry. And can we ask parents, if you are here, when your child's name is called, please stand.
Yaraneli Martinez. Rami Nunez. Dakota Martinez. Cody De Leon. Ava Aguilar. Liana Leal. Teya Sepúlveda. Antonio Sánchez. Javier Aguirre. Nathan LeCount. Caleb Treviño. Darren Hanks. Kennedy Rivera. Roel Hernández. Michael Gregorio. Okay, these are the students that won third place in the district science fair. One more round of applause as they exit the floor.
Congratulations.
We'll now have our second place winners make their way to the stage. Parents, also, once you hear your student is being recognized, please stand.
Come on.
Let's welcome our second place winners. We have Devin Solis, Alejandro Vallejo, please step forward if your name is called out. No? No, Alejandro? Okay. Jay Garcia. My apologies. Alexander Vallejo. Kaylee Villarreal. Denise Cerda. Joaquin Cerda. Isabella Gatton. Jules Moreno. Natalia De Leon. Paisley Garza. Lorena Cerda. Andre Matamoros. Marcos Salinas. Gigi Gonzalez. Kendra Rocha. Brittany Gonzalez. Nayeli Ramirez. Evan Marosco. Ascorro.
Good job.
Alicia Bautista. Yaharia Ortiz. Antonio Anciso. Nayeli Ramirez. They called her. What is her name? Devin Solis. And Anika Flores. I'd like to also recognize Ethan Morales. Okay, let's have one more round of applause for our second place winners. You may exit the floor.
Good job, boys and girls.
Congratulations.
Good job. Congratulations. Good job.
We're going to call out our first place winners from the District Science Fair. Please join us on the stage. One round of applause. Okay, once again, parents, please rise when we call your child's name. We have Yohani Martinez. Yohani Martinez. Carla Pichales. Ashley Valero. Cassie Flores. Jocelyn Rivera. Bo Burgett. Jaime Olivares. Aiden de la Rosa. Daisy Hinojosa. Diego Agado. Taylor Lopez. Maya Flores.
Maya.
Monique Gutierrez. Natalie Rivera. Giselle
job.
Cerda. Autumn Salinas. Roy Fuentes. Anaí Gune. Celine Mendez. Cassie Flores. Liliana Zamora. Let's give them one more round of applause as they exit our floor.
Good job. Good
Very
job,
good.
kids. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Good job.
Very good.
Now where we jump into?
Okay, we're going to call out the middle school regional winners at the Regional Engineering Science Fair.
It's not in order with this one.
NC.
It's down a little bit.
Right here, sweetie.
The room empties.
A lot of transition today.
Yeah.
Now come the band parents.
Congratulations, Mike.
Okay, we also want to congratulate these middle school students for doing extremely well during the Regional and Engineering Science Fair. From Central Middle School, we have Leandro Treviño. Emily Cortez. Brianna Roman. From Dr. Armando Cuellar Middle School, Audrey Riojas. Roxana Morales. From from Beatriz G. Garza Middle School, Janelle Garcia. Areli Salinas. Ariana Garlic. Gavin Givelins. Michael Burnias. And we also have Ashley Elizondo. Ashley won first place in the materials science category. Her project will be reviewed by the Master's Committee, and if selected, she will present her project to the President of the United States. Congratulations.
Go, Ashley.
Okay. Congratulations, students and parents. One more round of applause as they exit the floor.
Congratulations.
Okay, we'll take a short break to let everybody who needs to exit, and everybody who needs to come in to take a seat.
Is that it for student recognition?
Cindy? No. Okay, very brief because we have the athletes coming in. Slow it down still a little bit, please. So they're not leaving the dais, so we're not going to wait for more to come in. No. I don't know.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to congratulate the Central Swim Team who won district recently. One round of applause as they join us on the stage. The Central Middle School Boys and Girls Team Swim Team recently won back-to-back championship titles. Team members are Cooper Ford, Avery Garcia, Diego Guerra, Roman Handy, Diego Ornelas, Nathan Parker. Dylan Puente. Ryan Perez. Jackson P. Rainwater. Carlos Robledo. Austin Urbina. Noah Valadez. Paula Alvarez. Olivia Canales. Adriana Cavazos. Emily Cortez. Madison Cummings. Lidia Guerrero. Emily Guzman. Julie Montano. Araceli Moreno. Angela Rodriguez. Emily Van Tilburg. Audrey Rodriguez. John Miller. Isabel Tinoco. Jessica Cantu. Juliana Cummings. Zoe Peña. Angelita Peacock. Kayana Reyes. Clarence, please stand to be recognized. Head coach is Joe G. Alonso. Congratulations, students. One more round of applause as they exit the stage.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Okay, now we're going to congratulate our Central Middle School golf teams. One round of applause as they make their way. The Central Middle School golf team, we want to congratulate them for getting into the swing of things. The team had a winning season, bringing home the district championship title. Members of the boys team are Peyton Voss, Jared Kelly, Jordan Casino, Austin Craig, Roel R. Garza. Members on the girls team are Karen Unick, Kylie Selman, and Daniela Garza. Parents, please stand to be recognized. Head coach is Filiberto de Anda. Congratulations, students.
Congratulations.
Good job, guys.
Okay, our next group of students is from B. Garza Middle School. Okay, parents, please stand as your student is called. The student athletes from Beatriz G. Garza Middle School also had an outstanding season. Several of our students won individual championship titles. In boys track, we have Fernando Mendez, Ethan Alvarado, girls track, we have Amity Ebarb, Victoria Nunez. In swimming, we had Enrique Ochoa. Is the golf team also here with you guys? Okay. Seventh and eighth grade girls B team won the Mid-Valley Middle School District Championship. Cassandra Cantu. What's your name again? From the boys golf B team, who captured the district title, we have Matthew Lugo.
Which one is he?
Let's congratulate Michael Burnias.
Oh, that's the one.
Okay, congratulations to the B. Garza Middle School teams for winning individual championships.
Is that Mike? No? That's right. Yes, sir. So do we have to pull the item?
In golf, the 7th and 8th grade girls B team won the Mid-Valley Middle School District Championships. Members are Cassandra Cantu, Janelle Garcia, Kayla Nunez, Jocelyn Gutierrez, Raylan Villarreal. Congratulations, students. One more round of applause as they exit the floor. Okay, we're going to call the Armando Cuellar Middle School track. Parents, please stand as your child is recognized. Okay, the Dr. Armando Cuellar Middle School 8th grade girls track team had an outstanding season this year. The team won the Mid-Valley Middle School District Championship title. Team members are Juliana Alejandro, Erlinda Amaya, Bobby Cantu, Giovanna Cáceres, Leisha Castillo, Jasmine Cervantes, Tessie Garcia, Adriana Gonzalez, Brisa Guzman, Gabby Guzman, Alyssa Medina, Arlis Muñoz, Lia Noyola, Natalie Rodriguez, Brianna Rojas, Valerie Romero, Crystal Salinas. Priscilla Vallejo.
No.
Alejandra Vega. Inali Zavala. Okay. Coaches are Felipe Cid, Carlos Martel, Jennifer Segura, Ricardo Sustaita, Joe Yanez, and Rachel Yanez. Congratulations, students. One more round of applause as they exit the floor. Okay, next we're going to congratulate the Weslaco East JV soccer team. The Weslaco East High School Junior Varsity Girls Light Soccer Team also captured the district championship title. Members are Isabel Nava, Valerie Alejos, Marisa Sandoval, Emily Cisneros, Daira Sanchez, Jimena Chavez, Silvia Cantú, Evelyn Cantú, Angelina Munguía, Perla Legia, Cassandra Gongora, Adriana Alanis, Louise Marie Cavazos, Kenia Alvarado, Erica Barragan, Clarissa Juarez, your name, ma'am? Yaderi Solis. Okay, and we also want to congratulate Yaderi Solis. Okay, coaches are Michelle Cantú and Amy Gutierrez. Congratulations, students and parents. One more round of applause as they exit the floor.
Congratulations. Good job, girls.
Very good.
Good job.
Okay, our next group is from Weslaco East High School. Please, round of applause as they make their way to the stage. Okay, the high school track teams had an exceptional year as well. Both Weslaco East High School and Weslaco High Boys and Girls teams won district titles and advanced to regional competition. Representing Weslaco East are the following junior varsity girls track team members who won the district championship in their events. Melinda Gonzalez, discus. Allison Rogers, pole vault. Sarah Juarez, 4x100 meter and 4x200 meter relays. Leandra Williams, 4x100 and 4x200 meter relays. Desiree Casares, 100 meter dash, 4x100 meter and 4x200 meter relays. Itzel Rodriguez, district champion in long jump, 4x100 meter and 4x200 meter relays. Okay. Representing the Weslaco East High School varsity girls track team, we have Danny Burgett. Danny is the district champion, area champion, and regional qualifier in the triple jump. She's also the area qualifier in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and area qualifier and regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter. And she's also first team All-State Academics. Okay, head coach is Joshua Davis. Okay, girls, parents, please stand and be recognized, and one more round of applause as they exit the floor. Our next group is from Weslaco High School. We want to congratulate the Weslaco girls track teams for a winning season. The Lady Panthers have won district championship titles for the 5th consecutive year and area champions for the 4th consecutive year. Members are Gloria Martinez, Andre Viega, Emily Science, Sierra Gonzalez, area champion and regional qualifier in discus and area qualifier in shot put. We have Brianna Gonzalez, Alicia Garza, she was area and regional qualifier in the 800 meter run. Eva Perez, Chantal Barrera, she was area champion in the 4x200 meter relay, regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay, and the 4x200 meter relay. Janet Figueroa, area and regional qualifier in the 600 meter run, area qualifier in the 3200 meter run. Sydney Salinas, district champion and area qualifier in pole vault. She set a new school record. She's also the district champion area qualifier in the 4x100 meter, 4x200 meter relays, and district champion and area qualifier in the 100 meter dash. Okay, Hope Pedraza. She is the district champion, area qualifier, and regional qualifier in the 100 meter hurdles, district champion, area qualifier, and regional qualifier in the 300 meter hurdles, district champion and area champion in the 4x400 meter relays. Elida Hernandez. District champion and area qualifier in the 200 meter dash, district champion and area qualifier in the 4x100 meter, the 4x200 meter relays, regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay, and area qualifier in the 100 meter dash. Okay, Brittany Cardenas. She's district champion, area champion, and regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter, 4x200 meter, and the 4x400 meter relays. Stephanie Sauceda. She's district champion, area champion, and regional champion, and state qualifier in the 800 meter run, district champion, area champion, and regional qualifier in the 4x200 meter and the 4x400 meter relays. Okay, Eleanor Arndt. Eleanor is a district champion, area champion, and regional qualifier in the long jump, area and regional qualifier in the high jump, district and area champion in the 4x100 meter relay, district champion, area and regional qualifier in the 400 meter dash, district and area champion in the 4x400 meter relay. Congratulations. Head coach is Pablo Almaguer with assistants Liliana Skalinsky, Jaime Cavazos, Billy Rivera, Sydney Smith, and Grisela Fino. Congratulations, parents and students. Parents, please stand to be recognized. One more round of applause as they exit the stage.
Congratulations, ladies.
Good job. Congratulations.
Outstanding. Congratulations, ladies.
Okay, our next group is the Weslaco High School boys track team. We want to congratulate the Weslaco High School boys track for their individual champions in area and regional qualifications. We have Alex Cabanage, sorry. Edward Ayala. Area qualifier in the 200 meter dash, 4x200 meter, 4x400 meter relay, and regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay. Leori Garcia. Marcos Garcia. He's area and regional qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay, and he's also in the academic all-state honorable mention. Brian Guerra. Desi Rodriguez. Desi qualified in area and regionals in the 4x100 meter relay, and is also an area qualifier in the 4x200 meter relay, and is also first team academic all-state. Jordan Nichols. Roberto Rojas. John Zapata. Area and regional qualifier in the pole vault, Alexander Lara. Justice Free. Sergio Murillo. Joe Solis. Joe Solis is the district champion, area champion, and regional champion in the 100 meter wheelchair race and 400 meter wheelchair. Okay, several students also received academic recognition. Vance Ellis. Nicholas Mora. Domingo Perez. Okay, these students received academic all-state honorable mention. We have Reynaldo Rey. For the shot put event, Antonio Sanchez. 800-meter race, 800-meter race participant, Nicholas Mora. Juan Manzano. Domingo Perez. For the triple jump. Okay, what's your name? Okay, we also want to congratulate Carlos Dena. Okay, we want to congratulate Ronnie Vaughn. And we also want to congratulate Matthew Lopez. Matthew Lopez's event was the shot put. Okay, one more round of applause as they exit the floor. And parents, congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations, gentlemen, to all of you.
Okay, we want to congratulate coaches Pablo Almaguer and Gus Cantu. And also head coach Gus Cabrera. Also, our next group is the Weslaco High School varsity golf teams. Okay, the Weslaco High School varsity golf teams brought home the 31-6A district championship titles. The boys teams scored a total of 590 points at the district tournament. The boys team champions are Bradley McCaleb, Nathan Salazar, Quillen Voss, McLean Bickwith, and Austin Lackey. Austin was a first place medalist. We also want to congratulate head coach Chris Gracia. Hey, parents, please rise to be recognized. Representing the girls varsity golf team, they scored 731 points at the district tournament. Members are Michelle Mata, Tiffany Cárdenas, Anika Arce, Ana Palacios, Anika Habda, congratulations to head coach George Rivas. Congratulations, parents and students. One more round of applause as they exit the floor. We have one more student we want to recognize. Tonight we also want to honor a Weslaco East High School senior who has accomplished an extraordinary feat. This young lady did not have a single absence from school since kindergarten.
Awesome.
This means that she has attended school for 2,301 consecutive days since 2003. Congratulations to Alexandra Lee Elizondo. If her parents are here, please stand and be recognized.
Please.
We have several students from the Korean Technical Education Early College High School. One round of applause as they make their way. These students recently took part in the 2006 annual dual enrollment precision manufacturing technology competition, and these Weslaco students brought home the most medals. Nicholas Garcia, he won 3rd place in the machining math category. We also want to congratulate the students. They swept the CNC programming category. Manuel Rodolfo. Damaris Valadez won 2nd place. Angel Lopez won 1st place. Our students also swept the blueprint reading category. Harvey Trujillo won 3rd place. Eric Trevino won 2nd place. Elizabeth Torres won 1st place. In the lab category, Elena Dominguez and Kayla Rivera won 1st place. Okay, instructors are Juan Sierra and Enrique Camarillo. Parents, please stand to be recognized, and one more round of applause for our students.
Congratulations.
Way to go. Outstanding. Way to go.
And although she wasn't able to join us tonight, we want to announce a special award. The Texas Association of Secondary School Principals selects only 20 graduating seniors each year. The seniors are selected based on their excellence in academic achievement, test scores, and writing skills. The recipient for this year's TASSP All-State Academic Excellence Award and a $500 scholarship is Morgan King.
Well, that was fantastic to see all these kids and their achievements. So again, congratulations to their parents, to their sponsors at their schools, their coaches, and congratulations again to the parents and athletes that participated and were successful this year. Item number 6, proclamation for Nurses Week, May 9th through the 13th, 2016.
Whereas Weslaco ISD, whereas the Weslaco ISD youth
Hold on. Are the nurses here? Are any of them here?
nurses,
If are,
please
they
rise.
could be,
Them to stand.
please stand to be recognized while you read the proclamation for them.
Whereas the Weslaco youth are a treasured and natural resource whose health and education and well-being are interrelated, vital concerns of family and school personnel and community members, and whereas professional school nurses straighten and facilitate the educational process by improving and protecting the health status of children and youth, And whereas the major focus of school nursing services is the prevention of illness and disability and the early detection and correction of health problems within the school and community. And whereas comprehensive school health programming consists of coordinated age-appropriate health education instruction, health services, a healthy school environment, physical education, counseling and guidance, food services, employee wellness, and integration of community and school health promotion efforts. And whereas professional school nurses assess, plan, implement, and evaluate cost-effective healthcare services to maintain the optimal emotional and physical well-being of all children and youth in our state. Therefore, I, David Fuentes, President of the Weslaco Independent School District Board of Trustees, do hereby proclaim May 9th through the 13th, 2006 as Nurses Week, and May 11th, 2016 as National School Nurse Day. National School Nurse Day is a time to celebrate the nursing profession and the specialty of school nursing. In official recognition thereof, signed this 9th day of May 2016.
Congratulations. Thank you for being there when our children are in most need, because you guys are there when they get hurt. So thank you guys very much. Enjoy your week. Item number 7, proclamation for Better Speech and Hearing Month, May 2016.
With the department with better hearing and speech, please stand forward. Please rise so we recognize as we read your proclamation.
There you go.
Be it so resolved that the month of May be proclaimed as Better Hearing and Speech Month, and we encourage all citizens to recognize the achievements of our professionals in improving the quality of life for people in communication with communication disorders. We salute the speech language pathologists and speech therapists who work tirelessly to bring better hearing in 1 to 10 families who are affected with communication disorders. Speech and language disorders take many forms. Babies can be born with this disorder. Accidental injury or an illness can cause them at any age. Speech and language disorders can limit academic achievement, social adjustment, and career goals. During this annual absorbent, we should focus our attention on the needs of our students who have some form of hearing, speech, and/or language impairment, and ensure that everyone has access to the treatment that will help our students with communication disorders lead active, fulfilling, and productive lives. We are proud of this effort of our district speech pathologists, speech therapists, working together to promote better hearing and speech for all students. Together, these professionals are helping hundreds of students achieve their full potential. Therefore, I, David Fuentes, President of the Weslaco Independent School District Board of Trustees, do hereby proclaim May 2016 as Better Hearing and Speech Month in Weslaco ISD, and urge all citizens to recognize with appreciation these pathologists and therapists' commitment to education and their dedication to helping our students achieve their highest potential. In recognition thereof, I affix my signature this 9th day of May 2016.
Well, you guys get to celebrate the whole month, so congratulations to all of you guys, and thank you so much for helping our children.
Excuse me.
I know that before we move on to item number 8, there was a pretty full house here, so I'm going to recess this meeting for just about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm going to ask Andres Sanchez to please put this back up in front. Anybody that did not get an opportunity to sign up for public comments, I'm going to go ahead and give a couple extra minutes because I know there are some people outside. So just give us about 2 minutes in case somebody needs to sign up for public comments. Go ahead and resume the meeting. It's 7:11. We'll go ahead and continue. Just so that the community knows, we allot 30 minutes to hear these complaints. So generally, we give everybody 5 minutes to make a presentation. Some are here for similar concerns. So we may ask that they be consolidated in order to be able to give everyone the benefit of the doubt as far as making sure that they get a word in, because not everybody is here for the same purpose. So we'll go ahead and just start with the list. Mr. Caballero will be keeping track of the time. He will give you a 1-minute notification when you have 1 minute left on your time allotment. Maria Aguilar? Before Mari starts speaking, I'll just read this disclaimer. And I do hope that you guys will understand that we try to conduct these meetings in a professional and respectful manner. So I please ask that you keep your comments as such. But Ms. Aguilar, if you're ready, I just need to read this to you, and this will apply to everyone that comes up to speak at the podium. You are to address only matters that concern the school district. You are not to attack any district employee or board member. We will not tolerate any disruptive behavior by any member of the audience. If you do not abide, you will be directed to cease and leave the meeting. Pursuant to the Texas Open Meeting Act, the Board of Trustees may not deliberate or comment on any comment made by a member of the public on a subject that is not included on the agenda posted with the notice of this meeting. As per the Texas Attorney General, the scope of board discussion for a subject not part of the meeting agenda is limited to only a proposal by a board member to place the subject on a future board agenda. Ms. Aguilar, if you can, for the record, please state your address.
27A La Casa Gardens.
Thank you very much. You're going to have 5 minutes. He'll give you a 1 minute notification when you get there.
Okay,
Thank you.
Good evening, school board members, ladies and gentlemen of the public. My name is Maria Aguilar, Weslaco East Band Booster President, but foremost, I am coming to you as a concerned band parent. The reason I'm addressing you this evening is for the need of a new band hall for the Wildcat Regiment. Our regiment occupies a building that was built about 10 years ago for a band that was just starting out and only had less than 90 band members. As the years have passed, the Wildcat Regiment has doubled in size, and when they have full band practice, they make themselves fit into the main band room, which is elbow to elbow with very little or no space to move. Their locker room is filled with instrument cases that are on the floor because they don't have enough locker space. I'm so proud of our band directors and regiment members for continuing to be an award-winning band, and their hard work, dedication, and pride show as they represent Weslaco East High School, Weslaco ISD, and the city of Weslaco when they've marched in the McAllen Christmas Parade, the Weslaco Christmas Parade, and you have even marched at Disney World in Florida. So I asked the school board and Weslaco ISD to look into a new band hall for these amazing, outstanding musicians. Our Wildcat Regiment family needs a bigger and better home. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Aguilar. Is it Julissa or Julissa Montalvo? Julissa? Okay. If you can, just for the record, please state your address.
My address is 3908 East Manzanillo Drive.
You will have 5 minutes, Ms.
Okay.
Ponce.
My name is Julissa Montalvo. I was the past head drum major for the Wildcat Regiment for the 2015 marching season, and I'm here to ask the board to please consider making the Wildcat Regiment a new band hall. Our current facility is extremely small and it's not big enough to hold the Wildcat Regiment as it is. We have 170 members, and during the marching season when we all when we have to practice as one band, there is just not enough space. We are at the point where some band members are even sticking out into the hallway because there's not enough room in the actual room. As it is, we are sharing our storage space with, we have to share the storage space with the other programs there in the Performing Arts building. We have our equipment in the choir room, the theater arts room, the orchestra room, just because we cannot fit our equipment in our own band hall. As it is, one room alone supports 4 different performing art programs. This room supports the orchestra, the dance, the mariachi, and our second band, our symphonic second band. So you can just imagine all of these programs fitting their own equipment within this one room. It can get pretty hectic, and it leaves us no space for us to prosper and do what we need to do to get better as a band. We would really appreciate the building of a new band hall, because it's not only going to allow the regiment to further prosper in their own competitions, but it's also going to allow all the other programs there at Weslaco East High School to prosper, for we are going to have our own facility, thus giving them their own space and letting them also be able to conduct activities needed to be competitive with other through their competitions. So please guys really consider it. We really need it, and thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Montalvo. Just looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and ask Jacob Blas, since it's also on the same topic. Jacob, just for the record, please state your address.
3501 Camino Real Viejo.
Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
So I have come, just like Mari and Jalissa, to ask for your consideration for a new band hall. As you've already heard, our band hall has reached its maximum capacity, and we have nowhere else to get better. I mean, we're practicing outside the school, we're practicing in the hallways. I mean, this could even become like a health concern for our students, and essentially for the school district, concerns by the parents, by other students. The facility has just become a dirty place, and not because we don't try to keep it clean, but because we can't keep up with it. I don't know, I mean, today has been pretty hectic, and just imagine this is how it is at our band hall every single day. So I mean, it's pretty crazy to think that you have 170 kids every morning trying to get in and out of one door, and we're kind of just tired of having to do that every day. And so as a Wildcat Regiment member, I just really think that your consideration and your help in building us a new band hall would be extremely positive for the band program at Weslaco East. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Karen Jimenez. Karen, I'll just ask you for the record to please state your address.
Yes, of course. 2017 Northgate Circle.
Go ahead, Karen.
So, hello, my name is Karen Jimenez, and today I speak on behalf of the Weslaco Panther Corps. As the band's drum major, I feel a heavy responsibility for them on my shoulders, and I can confirm that this feeling is shared between the rest of the drum majors as well. I stand before you today to express to you that as a part of the student body, we feel that it is in the best interest of the students and therefore the board and WISD to reconsider the reassignment of our head band director at WHS on the grounds that because this decision brings an abundance of negative repercussions, it was not made with the thought of the success of the students at heart. The logic behind this statement is that without our director, we are stuck in this place in which we cannot act. We cannot move forward. The logistics behind putting on a marching band show are very complicated, especially when functioning without a director. And I understand that we still have our acting directors, and they are helping and doing absolutely everything that they possibly can. But while next year is a state year, without our head director, it means that everything is postponed, and this sense of being unsure just consumes the band, and it really does put the coming state year on the line. We are told that situations like this happen all the time, and that our new director will be just as good or better. However, the employment of a new director is unnecessary when we already had a Division I winning director. Future applications would have been hopeful of finding what is best for WPC, but the fact is that we already had what was best for us. And this is not just an idea, but rather a concept proven by fact. Leaving the band without a director like this is like forcing any sort of sports team to move forward into their season without a coach. Of course, they could practice on their own, but it would not be nearly as effective as a coach training them alongside. School and education exist to shape and provide aid in the success of the students, but under these circumstances, only the latter will come into fruition. The fact that I speak before you now is an indication of the struggle that we are entering. Instead of worrying about advancing to state under the confidence of a guaranteed one at Pigskin, now we are worrying about basic things like even starting off our season on time with sufficient resources. This entire situation is an obstacle in between us and our success, and it in no way brings a positive outcome. We've been told that there's info that cannot be revealed to us, but regardless of what that info is, the facts are that our director has taken us to area, gotten us consecutive Division I ratings, taken more soloists and ensembles to state than ever before, and we have become a consistently better and growing ensemble every year because of him. And if it weren't for him, I wouldn't even have the courage to stand here before you today and stand up for what I believe in alongside all of these students. And while they're standing here with me, these are just a few of the members of our band. Many of them couldn't make it here tonight because of orchestra concerts or other sorts of extracurricular activities that they had. So, if he is leading us to the maximum of success and then still going beyond that by teaching us values that we will hold on to for a lifetime, I do not see how anybody else could fill in his shoes. It is illogical to replace a fully functioning part of a machine. Our director was doing his job and obtaining success for us, and alumni that I know personally are able to credit him to their decision in pursuing music. So he did not merely teach band, he inspired us with music and showed us how to discipline ourselves in order to continue down that path. Because of course, we liked music on our own before meeting him, that's why we signed up for band. But it is him that taught us how to be passionate about it. He showed us how to discipline ourselves, and on top of that, he became a family to a lot of us. And that is everything that a teacher should embody, and that is the kind of teacher that you should want for your student body. Further, I would like to thank those board members for hearing us and making an effort to listen to our voices and for responding to our emails and watching the video that we made. And further, as students of WISD, we are aware of the FNG local policy and that we are capable of moving forward with the grievance, but I speak to you right now in hopes that the decision can be overturned before a grievance needs to be filed.
You have 1 minute left.
Excuse me?
1 minute left.
Out of respect, we have continued in cooperation with the circumstances that we were given, but we, as a group, desire to finish this journey with the man who inspired us to start it. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Ray Riojas. Again, for the record, Ray, if you could please state your address.
Yes, Ray Riojas at 510 West 12th, here in Weslaco, Texas.
Thank you.
And I am just a small portion of a whole larger group, and that's the parent organization, as well as the parents themselves, because not every parent can be involved in the band booster organization. So you're looking at me as just a parent. You know, hindsight is 20/20. If there's anything you remember, remember that. You know, there was only one Audie Murphy. He was a Texas resident, went on to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor, but he was a unique individual. There was only one Michael Jordan, who usually sat bench. A lot of people don't know, ultimately became a superstar of a basketball player. Well, there was only one head band director that these students have had, and he's led them down many wonderful paths, both in school, out of school, and on to college. And I can testify to that. You know, the headband drum major was talking about under the circumstances that they were explained. It's unfortunate that the headband director was asked to be reassigned, but it was under the conditions that it occurred. According to what they were given the following morning, administration had 100% backing of the board. So I guess all of you are in this boat with them. I've been a booster parent since 1999. And I know Dr. Leo has had several children in band. She's been a band mom for 5 kids. Even though I carry a keg, I have a 6-pack at home, all girls. And every single one of them have been in band. And this is my last year. My baby is going to be a senior. but not with the head band director she started with. You know, he is a unique individual. When we went to competition, when he first came down here, when you can hear people from Donna say, hey, let's go watch the Weslaco band, you got to see their performance. And this was his first year at Weslaco. And I guarantee you, that man put in a lot of hours. If you saw the high school lights on at the band hall at midnight or 10 o'clock at night, it's because he was there. And some of his assistant directors. The man went above and beyond. And you can see that in the kids that are coming out of this program. Will another one be able to perform the same? I venture not. He gave every student an opportunity. Now, I'm not saying some bands don't march. Ninth graders, some of them don't. Harlingen, some of the other bigger bands, they don't march ninth graders. Our head band director marched everybody. Everybody was given an opportunity to stand on that field in front of 5,000, if not more people. You know, when 5,000 people give the band a standing ovation, somebody's got to be doing something right. What are you going to tell these kids moving forward? Oh, we're removing your head band director, and we're removing your best opportunity to get a Division I at Pigskin. Oh, we're removing your head band director and your best opportunity to go to area. Oh, we're removing your head band director and your best opportunity to go to state. Remember these dates, October 15th, October 22nd, because those are the dates of competition for Pigskin and area. But in November, when the elections occur, if they're not in state, you'll know why. Remember, I said originally, hindsight is 20/20. Don't make the decision in November for the decision you should have made tonight to get those students, their head band director back and back on track, because freshman camp is coming up and there's nobody there. Thank you very much.
Edward Mejia. For the record, Edward, if you could please state your address.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Honorable Madam Interim Superintendent, Dr. Leo. My name is Edward Mejia, of course, as you all know, and my address is here in Weslaco, 721 East Torito Street.
Thank you. You have 5 minutes, Edward.
1 second, because first I'm going to play you a short video about my major extravaganza that's right around the corner, and then I'll start speaking.
We're jamming. So let me take my seatbelt off since we're not driving. Let me lower the jam. Look who I'm with. And by the way, we're not driving, we're parked. You're gonna say, he's not wearing a seatbelt, Bonnie. We're parked.
Yes,
Oh, and
we
we're
are.
jamming.
Hell yeah.
We're jamming. So let me take my seatbelt off since we're not driving. Let me lower the jams just a little. I'm here with the man of the hour, Edward Mejia. How close are we to the Voz del Valle?
It's right around the corner.
Date?
The 25th of June from 5 to 10 p.m.
Now, the main question on everybody's mind is, Bonnie, can we still register? And if we can, how?
Yes, the answer is yes, you sure can. The cutoff has been extended to the 3rd of May.
What?
The 3rd of May.
But how do they register?
By calling the number 956-463-5039, which is my number with me.
One more time.
956-463-5039.
Now, the who's who has gotten involved in this. Everyone who's anyone is a part of it. This is going to be history in the making. Such great things are happening. You're like, well, what exactly is it? If you can sing, you must get in La Voz del Valle. Once again, can you just invite all my Facebook friends and followers to come out?
Get out, Bonnie Hernandez's followers, get out and be a part of the historic event that's right around the corner. You do not want to miss this on this art.
Now, I want to ask you a question. How did you get so many big names and celebrities in on this?
Well, it's a diva's secret.
He's a diva, and we're ready for you.
Absolutely.
What's the date one more time?
The 25th of June.
And they register by calling you?
At 956-463-5039.
So now it's time to jam! Woo! We're jamming, La Voz del Valle. It's coming!
Hell yeah!
We're waiting for you. Bye!
And I have one more real quick.
You have about 1 minute.
Hello,
Edward.
Facebook.
Edward, does this have something to do with the school district?
Yes, the other one does. Well, this one did too, but how do you get out of this one?
You have 1 minute, Edward.
Where's the other one at?
Edward Mejía presenta sábado 25 de junio La Voz del Valle, con la oportunidad de ganar más de $5,000 en premios y en efectivo en el Weslaco Performing Arts Center. Jurados invitados que incluyen a la sensación juvenil Genesis Nava, C Styles, Kat Vega y Mark Mayhem del programa The Nightly Hookup. La Voz del Valle este 25 de junio en el Weslaco Performing Arts Center.
Edward, this really needs to be about school business.
Edward Mejia presents La Voz del Valle. Saturday, June 25th, compete in front of a live audience for your chance to win over $5,000 of cash prizes at the Weslaco Performing Arts Center with adult, teen, and children's divisions. With guest judges including Team Sensation Genesis Nava, C Styles, alongside Kat Vega and yours truly, Mark Mayhem from the Nightly Hookup. La Voz del Valle, June 25th at the Weslaco Performing Arts Center at 503 6th Street in Weslaco. Brought to you by Bird Ogden Fiesta Dealerships, the law offices of O'Halloran Rodriguez, Betancourt, and Demarath, and the Weslaco ISD.
With that being said, I just want to invite everybody out to come out, and I got tickets in, so I'm going to be disseminating them with Rosemary this evening for you all to come out. And let me just mention, I have about 165 contestants scheduled to perform, and the cutoff has already been finalized. So my closing, I just invite the public to come out to a historic event on the 25th of June here at the Weslaco Performing Arts Center. And like the video mentioned, it's history in the making, and I thank every single one of y'all for giving me the opportunity to hold such a magnitude of an event. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Edward.
Thank you, Edward.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Ida Avellano. That was the other one left. Ida, for the record, if you could please state your address.
And I didn't bring a video, but.
That's okay.
1803 Carey Street.
Thank you. You'll have 5 minutes, Ms.
Okay. I'm going to make this really quick. I'm here as a parent as well, from a band student. But I want to take the time to really commend all the students who took the time and the dedication to be able to voice up their concerns on what they have seen that was done to the high school, Weslaco High School band director. It takes a lot to be able to stand up and voice your concerns nowadays because of retaliation and so many different things that can happen, especially when it has been brought to their attention that they need to be careful and walk a fine line. And that's what all of these students have been doing. So I really admire that all of these band students and all the other students that spoke up tonight and that showed up and made signs. I really have to say that behavior like that should be commended and appreciated instead of being felt like they have to be very careful with every step that they take. They're not doing anything wrong. They're only speaking up about what they're seeing and how they feel about it. So I think that these type of behavior from these students should be commended, and they should be told what a good job they are doing because they are following the rules. They're just making their voices be heard, and I really think I wish that they would know how much it's appreciated that they're speaking up for their beliefs in the right way, because there's wrong ways to go about it and there's right ways, and they've gone about it the right way, every which way. Making a video, which was sent, I believe, to all of you guys, of the video that these students took the time to make. And it was, if you haven't seen the video, I really hope that you do make the time, because they did this themselves, and it's them speaking from the heart about how they feel about what happened to their band director. They're following all the rules as far as not even mentioning his name, because that's according to school policy. So that's why they keep referring to him as the head band director for Weslaco High. But I think everybody is aware of who we are talking about, and it's on some of the signs. But again, I really wish that you guys would tell them what a good job that they have done, because it takes a lot as a student to speak up like that and to be heard. And I commend the board members who did take the time to take their phone calls, to return the emails, return the phone calls or text messages, because even that, I never did that as a high school student. I was afraid to speak up like that. And for them at this age to be doing that, that's a great thing to see. So that's what I just want to say. Thank you to you guys as well for taking the time to hear them out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry that I didn't know you were part of that, or I would have moved you up to be right alongside the people that were speaking on his behalf. As we mentioned earlier, because of the Texas Open Meetings Act, we have to post what we can actually discuss or deliberate. But with that being said, I'd like to assure you that your concerns as far as our gratitude to our children and their effort, their performances have never been in question. None of it has ever been in question, and they've done a fantastic job. So we are very proud of our kids, and you're correct in saying that the way they've handled themselves in a very professional, mature way is to be commended, and I do applaud them for that. So thank you, kids, for standing up and doing what you think is correct. There are many things to consider, but we do appreciate that you have the courage, because that's important, to stand up for something you believe in, for you to be able to come here despite what anybody tells you, for doing something you believe is correct and true in your heart. We continue to do that for the rest of your life, because it's an important thing to have, to be able to stand up for what you believe in. So absolutely, what you're doing is right. Thank you for pointing that out. We typically don't respond to these things, but since we're not necessarily discussing a district matter, we're discussing you as children and students. We've heard your message, and we will consider all of those things as we move forward. But we do applaud you for everything you have accomplished, and we obviously wish you continued success. Thank you again. It says here that we have one more, Ms. Avelina Trevino, but
No.
She is here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, Mr. President, I've visited with her, and the issue that she's wanted to voice is something that needs to be channeled through the the policy that the district has in place. So I've visited with her prior to and asked that she make contact with the HR department to get the appropriate form to begin that process.
Which I did, and it was denied. Okay?
How do you,
With Mr. Garcia?
So-
I went
so,
to his office last week, yes. I've been denied those public papers.
please step
Well-
up.
Yes, yes,
hold on
yes,
hold
and
on.
you already had talked to him, okay? You had already advised him, okay? I'm very hurt.
Mr.
There's a
Lin-
lot of stuff, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I know I have to go through a grievance, I know that.
Okay,
But I
hold on.
went to his office, and he denied those forms from me. Now, he just told me to go and get them. I said, no, I've been there, and he denied them from me. I went to the school, Sam Houston, and guess what? I had a hard time getting public policies concerning a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in that place. And I had a
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
with you,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm not given the right to speak up. Okay, fine, I'm going through this grievance things, but where you directed me to go, I was there last week, and I was denied those forms.
hold on,
And
Mr.
that's why
Lin.
I'm here.
Hold on. I'm not going to deny you the ability to address the public comments as you're afforded. First, I need you to state your address for the record, please. It's just procedural.
My address, like home address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my name's Avelina Trevino, born here in Weslaco. My address is 413 North Missouri, Weslaco.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Now, you have 5 minutes to say what you want to say.
5 minutes.
However,
Yes.
you know, these issues that we've addressed, you don't have to
I'm not
start-
gonna mention
hold on
names.
one
I'm just
second.
gonna
You
say-
don't have, it's not necessarily about that, ma'am. But if there is, if our attorney directs us to stop the conversation because you have to go through a different process,
Yes, sir.
I will instruct the superintendent to make sure to get with the attorney and make sure that your concerns are heard, because I know that we're going, you know, you've shared with me what those concerns are.
Yes, sir.
So I will let you speak because I'm allowing it, but if.
Can
the
I say names?
As long as you're not attacking, ma'am, the policy is that you
I'm
can
not
bring up,
attacking.
that you can bring up the concerns. There's no question about that.
Okay.
But if you attack someone, then I have to stop you. Now, the other thing I'm going to ask is if the attorney feels that it's going down, your comments are going down a road in which could be handled in a better manner, then I'm going to ask him to intervene. And I'm instructing the superintendent to please get with you and the attorney to make sure that whatever process you need to follow so that your rights are preserved, I'm going to ask him to do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you have 5 minutes if you'd like to discuss something about the school.
Basically,
Yes, ma'am.
the school I'm dealing with is Sam Houston, with the principal there, the nurse, and the teacher. My child is in that 504 plan. There's a lot of his rights that has been taken away from him. I advised all his situations to the principal, to none of the avail. You know, he's never called me, he's never done anything. We had a meeting, I asked for one meeting, he didn't show up. Second meeting, teacher didn't show up. Third meeting, 6:45 appointment with some doctor in McAllen, had to bring the kid, be there by 8. You know, my son-in-law, he's a nurse and he couldn't, we didn't know if the meeting was gonna be on that day. Long story short, they didn't wanna wait for us for 15 minutes, you know, give a chance to my son-in-law that works by night as a nurse and sleeps by day, and he's in another city. Long story short, it's basically, I'm having a lot of problems there. My kid was not given the food, you know, that free meal in the breakfast thing. He wasn't given, and how I know, the teacher, some teacher, she's here, she was here earlier. You know, she knew and was aware of this, and this kept repeatedly, my child was not being fed. That teacher has 23 students, and she showed me a paper where they're only sending 18 meals. There's kids going without eating. And this kills me because my kid is under medication. I also gave up that 504 plan, whatever it's called, where he has like, he's need to be in smaller groups. I tried working with the principal. I tried working with the staff there, to none of the avail. I asked for public records. They denied me. I took the public records, and the person in charge of the attendance, he wasn't sending or stating what was going on. He's upset at me. You know, now they have the ball in their hands, and they're not seeing the needs of the child, you know, and they're not helping me with him. They had that form from some doctors. This kid has about 5, 6 doctors. They did not advise me on that. I asked for public records. I was denied. I had to call the officer last week, and 2 officers came by, Sam Houston. I explained to them, and I've gone to Armando Martinez because what is this deal that they're not feeding my kid? Finding that out, I found out that the teacher came out with a paper and says, I had 23 students and I'm only getting 18 meals. So there's kids that are on the medication and not medication that are not being fed. So what is this all about? Kids that are not supposed to go hungry, they're going hungry in there. But you know what? It's not getting up here because I'm not being given the right to advocate for that child, for his rights. So I get there now, the cops are there, and I tell them, you know, these guys are refusing public records. Now,
Mr. President?
Yeah.
now
I do think that the subject of what the complaint is about, it's specifically directed and related to a student, to her child, as she's represented.
Yeah.
There's issues with 504 related to this child.
Correct.
It's my understanding that the child, that this lady here is not the parent, but the grandparent. And so there are parental rights and parental issues.
I have them.
There's issues with FERPA that are at play. This is a student that's involved in 504, and so there's an appropriate forum to address concerns in the 504 program, and there's an available forum through the FNG policy. And the thing is, if it's going to make its way to this board, these specific complaints dealing with this particular student, it needs to come up through the appropriate channel. Otherwise, you all can be accused of being tainted, having some preconceived idea before it gets to you through the appropriate channel. So I'm going to advise that this grandmother be directed to somebody in the administration to be given the appropriate forms to begin the process that needs to be
I
followed.
have them, and I brought it up to that meeting.
Yes,
they
ma'am.
never call me back. They've never worked with me. I
Right.
have all that stuff.
He has some very valid legal points from
Yeah,
from
but
the
he's not
district's
there to
perspective.
know
Hold-
what's
hold
going
Hold
on.
on.
Yes,
Who's the 504 designee?
Garza.
Yeah,
Mr. Garza.
okay. Can
I was denied that form,
Hold on.
okay?
Is
I
Mr.
also
Garza
came
here?
in Mr. Garcia's office, and I asked him for those forms for grievances. He denied them to me. He says he didn't know what I was talking
hold on,
about.
miss. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
You need to stop, please. Is Neil here?
was here earlier.
Ivan, would you take Ms. Trevino to meet with Mr. Garza
Sure.
to give him all of your information, set up a meeting, and just make sure that that information, that meeting gets scheduled immediately so that we can make sure to take care of this, understanding that there has to be some authority.
I went into his office, and he denied me those forms.
No. What I'm saying is there has to be some authority for you to act on behalf of your grandchild because it's
Oh,
not,
I have
it's
it.
your
I
child.
have it in
understand.
writing.
So they will walk you through that process. They'll get it with you. Can you please escort her to Mr. Garza and make sure that
And there is more to it.
That's-
But of
that-
course, y'all, I don't know. I guess my time's up. I don't know.
Well,
There's more to it. I mean, it seems like, yes, it seems that, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot more.
Yes, ma'am, and they'll make sure to address that. And we will make sure to follow up with Dr. Leo with respect to making sure that these things get addressed.
And I did go through the proper channels.
Yes, you did, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you. There are no further public comments. We'll move on to number 9, the superintendent's report. Dr. Leo?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, and members of the audience. The first item under the superintendent's report is the student enrollment as of the 34th week of school. I think that is going up now, but it is in your packets. And the first sheet shows a comparison from this time last year till now. And please note, the first sheet is the listing of all of the schools, that there are 2 schools, elementary in particular, and 1 middle school, that had a significant drop in enrollment, accounting for the overall total of 46 students less than what we had this time last year. Fortunately, growth at some schools balances out the loss of enrollment.
So
The
we actually,
second
I'm sorry,
sheet, sir.
just, we have 46 growth, correct?
Yes, 46 students total.
Net growth, okay.
Okay. The second sheet, yes, breaks it down by school levels, elementary, middle, high schools, and we've included alternative center. Please note that the high schools had an increase of 130 students, but there was a total drop of 84 students from the elementary schools and middle schools, and so the net drop was 46. And so with the ELF Academy that we recognize, that has given our enrollment quite a boost by 296 students, the total enrollment as of compared to this time last year is a difference of 342 additional.
Excuse me one second. Andres, on the 296, is that total number of children, or is that
Yes.
full-time equivalent?
No, well.
Children.
That's students.
So we make half-day contact
On
with
the
them,
ELF
so,
Academy, there will be half only.
so from like an ADA standpoint, it's only about 148.
148, right?
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, let me ask a question to Andres. Andres, we're looking at monies, you know, we heard about the band at Weslaco East, the band hall. So as I look at the budget here, or the enrollment, you said your budget at 5,800?
15,888.
Okay, and you surpassed this by 500 students?
No, by 300, by,
15,800?
it's about 520 some
Okay.
additional ADA.
So those
Compared
500,
to budget.
approximately 7,000 per student?
Mhm.
Okay, so that gives you an additional $3,500,000 more,
Yes.
right? So if you budget this year on the 16,324, you will receive upfront another 3.5, so that leaves $7 million that you're gonna have more than what you had last year. So with this 7 million, and we'll have a budget workshop sometime soon, so we can look at the band hall and the field house. But I'm looking at these figures with the enrollment, that possibly you can do some of these projects with local monies instead of monies from other sources. So at a budget workshop, we'll look at this $7 million.
Right, and that has been my comments publicly, has been that we'll reassess, and during the budget season, we'll look at how the impact is financially, so we stay on ADA, is that, how that impacts us financially, and we'll prioritize and then see how we can go about getting those things done. So as we move forward into the budget season, considering not the surplus, but the additional funding that we're gonna get because of the full-time equivalent, or an ADA, just start to prioritize what those needs are from the list that we had. And then based on the funding that we have, obviously come up with a proposal, the band hall, the roof, and all of those types of things, based on what we're gonna see additional funds coming in. Okay?
Yes.
Did you have anything else, Doctor?
Yeah.
On just
What-
that 7
what
million,
is-
that's a lot of money.
I notice our East and High have both increased. What is max capacity at the campuses?
It's more than what we have right now. Right now, we're at about 2,500. We have about 3 teachers float.
Miss, go ahead and come on up, just for the public that's viewing at home, just so that they get they hear the response.
I'm not sure what the capacity is at Weslaco High School, but right now we have about 3 teachers that float, and each of them have about 6 sections. So that's about 18 groups of students that float, because we're short 3 classrooms. So it looks like we have surpassed our capacity.
Your capacity. What about you, Dr. Cantu?
East was built as a 4A campus, remember? And we had 8 classrooms additional with the science wing. So we're kind of behind the curve a little bit as far as our space. We don't have any of the shop space. We don't have any of the band hall space anymore. That was originally meant to be for 90 students. I don't have any practice rooms available to them. I have students practicing outside during the day when there's nowhere for them to have sectionals. We have them in the hallways. We have them between the buildings. If you've ever been to East, there's a little walkway that connects the band hall to the
Yes,
main building. We have them just north of the parking lot where the band hall would be if we had an extension. So we've hit capacity, and we're way behind the
Well,
curve.
thank you. I know all we ever hear is that we lose the students, but I think paper, people can visualize and see that maybe we are short at the elementaries, but we do have them at the high schools where they go on and graduate and move on forward. So thank you both for answering my question. I
And that's
appreciate
also
that.
because we moved 170 kids out to the other campus.
To the other campus, right.
And in anticipation of that budget work session, we will bring those numbers referring to building capacities.
Thank you.
For your consideration as well.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot to, 7:05, please let the record reflect that Adrian Gonzalez joined the meeting. I'm sorry, Adrian, I didn't recognize that earlier. Go ahead, Dr. Leon.
The next item on the superintendent's report, I will defer over to Mr. De La Rosa. Insurance report.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Dr. Leo. This is the usual insurance slide that we present every month in our self-funded health insurance program, broken down by claims, prescription cost, and the fixed cost. Claims, this time last year compared to this year, last year, 14-15, we had $5.2 million in medical claims. This year, up through the end of April, we've been paid approximately $6.8 million in medical claims. That is a $1.6 million increase this year over last year at this time. For our prescription drugs, and I do have to say that I do have the representatives from MaxCare here who will present a short presentation on our pharmacy benefit program. Prescription drug costs is $1.9 million versus $2.2 through April 30th of 2016. That's an approximately $331,000 increase. That's we're doing well there compared to it's pretty much industry standard trend. Fixed costs, $1.7 million versus $1.8 million, and that's a difference of approximately $135,000. That's due basically to the rise in stop-loss premium that we do pay for our program. I went ahead and broken down the medical claims this year because, like I said, we've been seeing significant increases in our claim dollars. And as you can tell, the medical claim trend, it's kind of been going up and down. We did see some increases early in the year, September, October, November. Coming in December and January, we did see a significant decrease. So that at that time, a trend was pointing that we were going to start that our claims were supposed to come down a little bit. However, that really quite wasn't the case as we saw in February, March, and April, where we did see some jumps in claims. It started to level out a little bit in April, but we're anticipating to spend approximately $15 million at the end of this plan year.
Mike, is any of this because of increased, I don't know what you call it, the claims reimbursements? I mean, is it that the procedures cost more? I mean, is some of it just a natural cost of living adjustment?
Medical cost trend is usually a 10 to 15% increase every year regardless. However, like I said, we have seen some higher claimants this year, and I did send a report out to the board during the update. We've seen an unusual high rate of high dollar diagnosis, but that's just part of the game, that's part of the risk we take when we self-fund our program.
But it still kind of seems like it's way disproportionate to that trend. So are we doing anything to analyze, how we can?
We do have some recommendations we're going to bring to the board probably next month as far as some adjustments that we do need to make to the plan. Not only on the employee share, but also the district contribution as well. So we haven't increased our contribution to the plan in 6 years. So we're getting to that point where we need to make an adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and the representatives, does anybody have any other questions on the medical side, medical claim?
Anyone?
No. That being the case, I'll go ahead and turn it over to the representatives from MaxCare. And they have a short presentation they'd like to make to the board on our PBM or our pharmacy benefit management plan.
Good evening. Thank you for having us. I'm Jessica Beams, your account manager with MaxCare, your pharmacy benefit management company. I have with me pharmacist and vice president Greg Greenlee, who'll be here to answer any clinical questions that you may have regarding your pharmacy benefits. Your first slide represents your net claims for the first quarter of 2015 that you had with us, which is October through December, and your first quarter of 2016. We did see a slight increase in claims from January to March. We don't really having 2 quarters worth of claims data doesn't really allow us to trend quite yet, so I don't want to make any assumptions about your claims data. Your claims could go up or down. Your total plan paid dollars, we did see an increase in January through March. This is attributed to some of the specialty claims that were filed in that period. And as you know, those prescription costs are very high, which is attributed to that increase. Your cost share fluctuates. That stays steady with the specialty claims. I would like to point out your cost share averages about 90%. This is 10% higher than the average market price that we see. So working with Mr. De La Rosa, we're working on some possible adjustments with the plan that might shift some of that cost. Your average plan cost per member per month, nothing really jumped out at me here. I know that you see that 21.98% increase on utilizing members. Again, you had some claims increase for the first quarter of 2016. A large number of that was attributed to specialty drugs, which is going to bring that cost up. Your average plan paid by prescription type, you'll notice your single source brands increased quite a bit, as did your brands with generics available. Your brands with generic drugs available, there's some specialty drugs in there that are very high cost. They're about $40,000, which is why you see that large jump in that number.
Did you say 40,000?
Yes. Your generic dispense rate is right about 80%. We say that there's about 83 to 85% attainable in the marketplace, but your users or your members utilize the generic drugs quite well. Your specialty drug costs, that sharp dip that you see in December is attributed to one drug that was not filled, and that's that $40,000 drug. Other than that, your specialty drug costs, you really don't have that many claims, and the cost of those drugs aren't that high compared to the other plans that we have. I don't see anything that really sticks out at me. Do you have any questions? Short and sweet.
Mike, is there any way, you gave us a breakdown by month of the total claims. Can we get a similar chart for the pharmacy? It's kind of hard to see trends and look at that kind of stuff. And I appreciate the quarterly comparison. And obviously, it looks to be like there's some correlation between the utilization of medical claims to the pharmacy, at least from the increases and the decreases are at about the same time. But I'm sure that as we get more history, there'll be obviously more data that we can look to verify and validate. But I just ask that you continue to look at ways for us to continue to maximize any efficiencies that we can with respect to the way we dispense generics and anywhere where we can possibly save money. I don't know if anybody else has any questions.
I'm fine.
No, that's good.
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, the next item under Superintendent's Report, I am going to take executive privilege and step down from the bias to the podium, and I would like to call Ms. Morales and Dr. Cantu to join me. Putting her on the spot. It has been very obvious this evening that the difficult task that community representatives, that board members carry in looking out for the best interest of everyone in the district, that has been very obvious this evening. We started with celebrations. Members of the community brought to you concerns which they carry and which you as well are always open to. But I'd like to bring the message back to a celebration. Every year, HEB holds what they call the Excellence in Education Awards, and much attention is given to the teachers who are recognized, and they go through a sort of elimination process as well. And HEB recognizes secondary, elementary teachers, and alternative school teachers and administrators, and they have one other category, that of community awards. Each of the awards carries with it a monetary award, along with a few little extras. I would like to call on Board President, Mr. Fuentes, and Board Vice President, Mr. Lopez, to come down to the podium. This one. Give this. Because it is my distinct pleasure to announce that HEB, through a community nomination, selected the Weslaco Independent School District at the semifinalist level to receive a certificate of recognition as a statewide semifinalist in school districts, their 2016 HEB Excellence in Education Award, and this award carries with it a $1,000, well, two $500 gift certificates to HEB, so we can go on a shopping spree. Not really. We will present them to the board officers, and I would like to recommend that the two gift certificates be allocated to the high schools so that they can enhance their budget for the senior lock-in, which they sponsor after commencement exercises. Mr. Fuentes, would you accept the certificate? Everyone? Come forth then. And can we get an 8x10 glossy, please? Yes, please. And Mr. Lopez, inside that portfolio are the two gift certificates. Would you please go ahead and rip them off and give one to each of the principals? What this award signifies is that there is an incredible amount of good work going on in this district. This you know already, but here HEB is celebrating it with the public. And keep in mind that this nomination, we haven't been able to track where it came from, but HEB draws on the nominations from their clients, their customers, the general public. So someone felt that this district was worthy enough for this consideration, and so congratulations, community of Weslaco ISD. Thank you. Elementary principals, you are invited to help out the high school at their lock-in if you would like.
There will be some meals.
And that, Mr. Chairman, concludes my report.
Well, thank you on behalf of the board for whoever nominated, the district. We are extremely proud and thankful and grateful for them recognizing the hard work of our administration, of our team leaders, our campuses, and the good work that's actually being done here at Weslaco ISD. We're very proud of who we are, and we will continue to work hard to try to make this the best district in all of Texas. So we'll continue to move forward, and thank you very much. Thank you for your report,
Yes.
Dr. Leo.
Make sure we send the correct letters to HEB and thanking them.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Done.
And I should have done this at the beginning of the meeting, but I'd like to just take a personal privilege here and wish all the mothers in the audience and at home a happy Mother's Day yesterday. So please stand and be recognized for the wonderful work as mothers that you guys do. Thank you, guys. We just gave out $1,000, so we don't have anything left, but you guys can go to the lock-ins as well. Thank you. Item number 10, consent agenda. Dr. Rivera, you have
None.
anything? Adrian?
None.
Oscar? I'm okay. Mo?
I'm looking at 10E.
10E, you want to pull that?
Yes.
Okay. Drew? You have anything? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, we are pulling item number 13 at the request of the administration. We'll be presenting that at a future date. So 10E and 13 are pulled from the consent agenda. I will now entertain a motion with the remaining items.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez and a second by Andrew Gonzalez to approve as recommended. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Item 10E, installation, approval of proposal awards. E, installation of vinyl tile of various schools, proposal number 16-05-35. Mr. Lopez?
Yes, Andres, I just want to make sure that, on this item, that everybody's looking at good descriptions of what we're asking for. And the reason I say this, because I'm looking at the bids, and we have a pair of bids that are at one level of cost, and then another two pair of bids that are considerably higher. And I just want to make sure that you had good submittals, or not submittals, but
Samples of what's going to be installed.
of what you
Yes.
want.
We'll follow up with that.
Well, but if we're gonna award that tonight, I mean, we need to make sure that the people, everybody was bidding the same thing.
Are you asking about the specifications and
Specifications.
what they
Exactly.
spec'd out?
So the specifications we'll discuss at the pre-bid meeting.
Mhm.
So everybody understood
So
them
it's
and they
clear
agreed.
and cut,
Yes.
brand names and all that?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing I wanna ask is about, do we have penalties for late finishing, for not finishing on time?
Liquidated damages, no, they were not included in the specifications, but we can add them to the contract.
Okay.
They were not included though.
Can we do that post?
Can we do that?
Post bid?
We can try and negotiate it. I don't know if the proposals contained an actual sample contract. Sometimes it's more difficult to add that when a sample contract doesn't reveal that there are liquidated damages in place.
No, the contract was not included.
Mr. Sanchez, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are we going low bid, or how are we doing this? Because I know on one of them, we awarded a low bid, and the other one, it's a higher bid. I mean, how are we doing this?
They're divided between two contractors, so
Oh.
it'll go faster, so they're giving it
So
to
they can
two
finish in
lowest.
the summer.
Okay.
That's what we awarded to contracts.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
okay.
one wouldn't be able to do it all.
I want to make sure that you do have liquidated damages. For the simple reason is that the schools need to start on time. Those are active buildings. And if you have no liquidated damages, there's nothing to really push these people or the contractors to finish on time. And if they don't finish on time, there's no consequences.
And not only
So-
that, the last two jobs we've done have both gone into liquidated damages, or at least have been late. So we want to make sure, and that's a valid point.
Yeah.
Ivan,
And-
how would we handle the wording of this as far as,
I mean, what we can do is we do have a template contract for construction issues, and that template already has
That's how it-
liquidated damages.
what if we table this to the next meeting? I mean, it's, we're probably going
You
to
want
be
to see if
having.
that changes anything with
It
regard
may,
to?
because it may change the bid.
Well, the only thing is the time. I don't know, when is,
The next meeting, you looking at June or?
Well, we're gonna have to canvass the results of the
Canvass
bond
next week.
next week,
Okay.
so we can bring this back next Tuesday or Wednesday, Mo.
I think you need to talk to the contractors that gave you the bids and see about the liquidated damages and penalties for not finishing on time.
Are there any warranties
Well, we
with their
can
work?
Yeah, the warranties are fine.
It's a,
What we can do is we can provide the contracts to the ones that are being proposed for you all to consider, and if we can't work something out, then you'll be advised at the next board meeting.
okay.
Okay, we can do that.
Is that all right?
Yes.
And bonds and everything is also?
Yes, they are included.
Okay.
Performance and payment bonds, yes.
Okay, well then table it.
We need to make a motion for that?
You can move to table it.
I'll go ahead and move to table for next special meeting.
Motion to table by Adrian
I'll
Gonzalez,
second it.
second by Mo Lopez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 13, we're going to postpone until the next meeting as per request of the administration. Section 11, discussion items, number 14, interim financial report for the month of April 2016. Andres?
Yes, for the financial report for April 30, 2016, on the general fund. Under revenues, we have received $23,523,000 in local revenues, which is 98.5%. We have received $87,040,000 of state revenues, which is 67.6%. And we have received $10,110,000 of federal revenues, which represents 74%. Altogether, the revenues are 72%, which is higher than what it should be if you prorate 8 months out of 12, which is 66.6%. So we are doing good on the revenues.
Now, we're doing good on the local sources, but on the state sources, we're still
Well,
41 million that's pending.
8 months out of 12 is 66.6%, so we're right above the,
So as far as a percentage on, even on that,
percentage-wise, yes,
you're
even
high.
that, right.
Okay.
and
But
on the
we-
expenditures,
But we do anticipate that's going to be higher
oh,
than
yes,
budget,
yes.
right?
Yeah, yes, sir. We expect it all. And on the expenditures, I don't want to go through all the functions, but overall, on the expenditures, the payments made, it encompasses made for the 8 months is $104,863,000, which represents 62%. Again, the target is 66.6% for the 8 months, so we are doing good expenditures-wise as well.
Andres, from this budget,
Yes, sir.
how much do you anticipate left over from this budget at the
Well,
end of the year?
Hold on, can I ask him to break it down into two different things? Because we were talking about a $3 million, or we were talking about a revenue
Right.
excess.
Right.
Are you asking about the expenditures, or are you talking about the revenue?
No, the balance.
The total?
Oh, overall,
After-
like
after
the
you-
savings that we call
Yeah.
it for
Right.
the budget.
And where I'm going is every year you got about $3, $4, $5 million left over.
Sometimes not.
So what I'm saying, on the ADA, you got 7 million. So 5 million here, you got 12 million to use for facilities.
Oh.
As we look on the budget, we'll see where these are needed. You've got to, sometime, you gotta stop your spending. So the budget for next year, you gotta look at perhaps freezing this, in the sense that you can't be adding, and instead use the money here for facilities. That's, and the budget, when we look at that, we'll look at these numbers. But $12 million can build your field house at Weslaco High. It can add to your band hall at Weslaco East.
We also need to consider increasing the reserve, maybe by even an extra 500,000. Because
That's
we're
what we've
not
been
even
doing.
at 2 months coverage, right?
We're only a month and 1.3 months, you could say,
1.3 months.
which is not even 2.
I understand, but also facilities are very important, the roofs,
No, definitely.
whatever's needed. No,
We have a lot of roofing
We didn't
issues.
pass the bond
Especially
election.
now that the bond didn't
Didn't
pass.
pass, so some of those needs can be covered by this budget with local monies. When I was superintendent, I recall that the band hall at Weslaco High, the field house at Weslaco East, we used local monies to build both.
Yes, sir.
We can do the same thing here. We have to be conservative with the monies, though. We can't go out there and give big pay raises every year.
Right.
At a time, you're gonna have to go ahead and say, we're the highest, let's look now at facilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, and I understand that the field house and the band hall is a big priority and stuff, but I also think that the big priority is also Roosevelt Elementary, and with all the deals that we had in Roosevelt, so
Yeah.
that's also something that we got to look at, because those are young kids that attend this school.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to sit down and reprioritize all the needs that we had. There's
facilities
some items that are
workshop.
not gonna happen, for example, that early college.
Facilities workshop will
But
come in
we
handy
do need
too.
to reprioritize what we had on our list and either, just get them in order and then start tackling them like Dr. Rivera said.
Okay.
So, and also we need to invite the public, because I know we have public hearings on our budget.
Right.
To come in and speak, and get knowledge of what's going on with the district, It's unfortunate that we will have to cut, like Dr. Rivera said, or freeze, and possibly even cut some of the benefits to our students and teachers, so. but we move forward, and like Dr. Rivera said, we have $7 million, and we build with that.
On the 7 million is, he looking at 2 years.
Year, 2
together.
years,
This
right?
year, next
Yeah,
year.
but last year and this is then, and the
No,
next
this
year.
Yeah, but
and
this
next
year, you budget for next year.
So
Yeah,
you
yes,
already
but the
up
money is
front.
not
So you
available.
get, pardon me, so you get the money up front.
Yes, but if we don't get all the ADA that we
Well,
budgeted, we'll be short.
that's why you have the principals here. They're gonna have to work
Right.
very hard, especially the
Absolutely.
high schools.
Yeah, to keep all our students.
All our students.
That's right.
Keep all our students.
Now, Mr. Sanchez, let me ask you
Yes, sir.
a quick question. On the energy management that we have and all that stuff, when do we start seeing the savings on that deal?
On the, the results of the energy conservation project, you mean?
Yes.
We started already with the usage. We haven't, they haven't shown, they started the process about, what was it, Americo, 3 months ago? Barely? The 12 months that they're counting?
We should get savings every month from now on.
See, no.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying, so we can build,
See,
you know.
but they haven't given us the 12-month report
You
to
can
compare
reduce,
what they're
you
gonna
can
give us.
reduce that budget by quite a bit.
Yes. We are
Can-
having already saved it because our new contract is less than the existing one. We're
Also,
starting a new
Andres, can you
contract
go
in
back and
June.
let the board know how many loans we have?
Yeah,
How
I
many
can do that,
loans?
sure.
We used to have the old caps,
Yeah.
so those loans are just about paid off.
We have 4 and 3 bonds that we pay
Let the
now.
board know how much money we have to pay back on loans.
Okay, sure.
Also, let's reprioritize the roofing by itself. And what I'm saying is that what school is in more need of the roofing repair, so we can set that up also. Maybe like we're doing the fencing right now, and start getting some of the roofing done.
We'll obviously talk about the capital needs when we get to that point. As far as the revenues and the expenses concerned,
Yeah.
are there any other items to discuss?
No.
Any comments?
No.
So just make a note of those things as we move forward. Make sure that we get all of the things that Dr. Rivera asked for, and then, like Mo said, get with staff and start prioritizing the capital needs that we're gonna have as we move forward.
Yes.
Thank you, Andres. Item numbers 15 and 16, Andres, these have been requested as pulled from the agenda, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So items of 15 and 16 are pulled from tonight's agenda items. Section 12, discussion and possible action items. Number 17, discussion and possible action to approve a proposal for collaboration with Texas Graduate Center and Washington University St. Louis Master Science Teacher Consortium, MSTC. Dr. Leo?
Board members, this is, as you can see, a proposal to promote among our teachers the pursuit of a master's in science, and this is through Washington University. And Ms. Peterson, may I call on you to give specifics? I had written them down on the other agenda. My apologies.
This is a program similar to the math program that we've been involved with Harvard University for the past 4 years. This will be a master's degree opportunity for, we have 2 teachers that are enrolled in the program. They are both teaching, well, one's at CATE, one's a health science teacher at CTE, and one is a teacher at Weslaco East High School. It was open to any teachers from the district, and these 2 people applied and were accepted. It's $25,000 a year per teacher per year for 2 years. The Harvard program's $35,000 for 3 years, so this is less expensive. Another benefit to this is we will be able to have students go on a college tour this summer. I believe 4, I need to double check on that number. I think it's 4 students will go to Washington University on a tour this summer because we are a part of this consortium.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez, a second by Oscar Caballero. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Peterson. Number 18, discussion and possible action on a resolution authorizing the proposed resale of foreclosed real estate property pursuant to Texas Property Code, Section 34.05A, C, and D. Dr. Lee.
Okay.
Mr. Hidalgo.
Thank you, President Fuentes, members of the board. For the record, my name is Iram Gutierrez, partner with Purdue, Brandon Fielder, Collins, and Mott, your delinquent tax attorneys. And what we are bringing here before you this evening is for you to consider authorizing a resolution accepting a bid on a resale property. This is a property that went to tax sale, did not receive a winning bid. It was struck off to the taxing entities. The taxing entities, in effect, became the owner of this property. Bid was received on May 1st of 2016 in the amount of $5,000. If accepted, the school district would be receiving $1,413.72 of those $5,000.
So, what's the recommendation?
Well, this is really just.
Administration recommends that the board approve this resolution.
So move.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez to approve as recommended by administration. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Oscar Caballero. Any further discussion?
Is anyone being removed from their homes?
Dr. Rivera, I'm not sure if this property was occupied. We did not actually conduct this tax sale or resale. It was conducted by the Linebarger firm, your previous attorneys. There is a photograph of the property. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, there is a photograph of the property here.
It's included in our package.
Looks like an empty lot.
Empty.
Oh, it is empty.
It's empty.
Yeah, it's an empty lot.
Did you have that copy of the?
Yes, we got it.
Packet?
Yeah, there's not a tax statement here showing whether it has any improvements on the facility, on the land or not.
No, they did not include that with this, but the photograph doesn't show any improvements. The current appraised value is $12,284, so it's very unlikely that it has livable improvements on it.
Okay. Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Item 19, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam.
Have a good
Appreciate it.
evening.
Item 19, discussion and possible action for the board to consider approval of final payment and completion for the fencing project at Roosevelt Elementary School, Rico Elementary School, Kleckler Held Elementary School, Mary Hogue Middle School, and Beatriz Garza Middle School, CSP number 15-05-45.
Members of the board, we would like to recommend approval of the final payment and completion of this project, less the retainage, the 5% retainage, which is pending our finalizing the liquidated damages on this project. I know Mr. Sanchez does have a little bit more information regarding the number of days that the project has taken, which will translate into liquidated damages.
Yeah, the project is complete by now. When we were trying to prepare the final agenda item, we did not include information on the liquidated damages. We asked the company to see if they had any, or to let them know if they had any dates that they wanted to claim as rain days or delay days. We haven't received it yet, but doing an evaluation, I left you a sheet of paper with the information earlier. The date to start the project was July 20th. The day they achieved substantial completion was March 22nd, 2016. So there was a total of 246 days since they started till they finished. They were supposed to complete it in 90 days. So that leaves 156 that they would be late, assuming they're all late days. The liquidated damages were $100 per day. So the maximum amount to be assessed on liquidated damages could be $15,600. The retainage we are holding is 5% of the project cost, which is $19,822.50. So we have enough money withheld that if the board approves the project as final, minus the retainage to be paid, that we can work with the company to negotiate any liquidated damages, delay days they have. And bring
How
to the board in
many
June.
rain days, Andres?
We don't have it yet. They haven't
None at
given it
all?
to us. We don't have it.
But do they have some?
I believe so, because of the weather we had, but not that many. But even if there's none, we still have enough money withheld to assess all the liquidated damages.
So what's the recommendation?
To approve the final completion of the project and the final payment less 5% of the retainage that we're holding.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Dr. Rivera, second by Andrew Gonzalez to approve as recommended by administration. Any further discussion?
Make sure that we have all the final lien releases in order.
Yes.
From them to us.
Yes, and we have included the information on the surety that gives us the consent to final payment, which means that the company is not released of liability, but the surety still responds for the project.
Okay.
Okay, any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
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 Pose same sign. Motion carries. Item number 20, discussion and possible action for the board to consider approval of proposal award for chronic disease management for diabetes and related medical supplies, RFP number 16-05-36. Dr. Lee.
Mr. De La Rosa will present that information.
Yes, good evening again. The district provides diabetic testing strips and supplies to its employees at no cost through the health plan. Currently, these services and supplies are being provided by Miracle Medical Supplies out of Weslaco. We did conduct an RFP. There were two submitters of the RFP, the incumbent Miracle Medical and a company called ForaCare out of California. We're recommended that the board approve the proposal from Miracle Medical Supplies and authorize administration to enter into a one-year services agreement with the option to renew for 2 additional one-year terms.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Andrew Gonzalez, second by Adrian Gonzalez. Any further discussion? Be pretty happy? Everything, like, we've had them before, so you're happy with the
Yes.
service, correct? Okay.
Where'd you have the company from?
Moore Park, California.
Oh, that's too far.
No, we'll stay local. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 21, discussion and possible action for the board to consider renewal of the district's student accident and insurance, athletic, catastrophic, and voluntary with the student assurance service underwritten by National Guardian Life Insurance and Zurich Catastrophic, submitted by Texas Insurance Service Center, Inc., the brokerage store for school year 2016-2017, or authorize administration to solicit proposals for same.
Mr. De La Rosa?
Yes, ma'am, members of the board. As you know, the district provides athletic accident insurance for all its employees in the UIO program.
Cadillac plan.
We've always had the Cadillac plan, yes, sir. Last year, we went out to bid, and the current company was selected. And this year, we were presented with a flat renewal, which is a no increase renewal. We've been very happy with the coverage they provided. Coach Rojas and I reviewed the renewal, and we're recommending to enter to the second year.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez, second by Dr. Rivera. I know you'll be gracious in letting him take it. Mike, the only thing that I would ask as far as discussion would be, typically when we have claims experience that justifies a rate increase, do we have claims experience that really should justify a lowering of the rate?
It's actually, we're in analyzing the data that I received from the carrier. As of right now, I would take the renewal and run.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think at this point with this level of benefits and our because it's not just this year, it's the previous years that we've always seen an increase.
Right.
I think that the last year we were looking at like almost a $1 million
Right.
price tag.
I remember. Can you just, once we approve, can you get some just comparison numbers for us, just to show like where our claims are this year versus prior year?
I have the data I can include in the update.
Just include in the update for us.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Post same sign. Motion carries. Item 22, discussion and possible action for the board to consider renewal of the district's agreement with MaxCare to provide pharmacy benefit management, PBM, Pharmacy Benefit Management Services, PBM, for the district's self-funded employee benefit program, or authorize administration to solicit proposals for the same. Dr. Leal?
And Mr. De La Rosa?
Yes, Mr. President. Last year, the district went out for proposals for for pharmacy benefit management services, and MaxCare was selected due to their transparency. This would be the second year of a 3-year renewal option, and we're recommending that we renew with MaxCare for the 16-17 plan year.
So move.
I'll second.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez, second by Oscar Caballero. Any further discussion? We appreciate them being here and making that presentation earlier today. Just follow up and put some numbers to that experience.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, as we move forward, we'll have some year-to-year comparisons for us to look at, but that's fine with us. You guys are happy with them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. All right, Section 13, closed meeting to discuss 23 personnel matters, Texas Government Code 551.074. A, employment of personnel new hires. B, resignations. C, deliberation regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal or proposed termination of a district employee. Number one, discussion of renewal of probationary contract for teachers for the 2016-2017 school year. Two, discussion of renewal of term contract for teacher for the 2016-2017 school year. Three, discussion of renewal of non-certified contract for nurse for the 2016-2017 school year. And number four, consultation with legal counsel regarding employee investigation. Item 24, pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.074 regarding the superintendent. A, consultation with legal counsel regarding investigation. B, discussion regarding appointment, employment, evaluation, duties, discipline, or status. C, consultation with legal counsel regarding A, contemplated litigation. B, a settlement offer. Or C, a matter in which the duty of the attorney of the Weslaco Independent School District under the Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. It's now 8:37. We will convene into executive session. It's now 9:47, and I'll call this, we'll return from executive session into open meeting. Item 25, possible action if necessary, and items discussed in closed meeting. We'll go back to item 23, personnel matters. Letter A, employment of personnel new hires. Dr. Leo?
Members of the board, I recommend that you approve probationary contract for teachers as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, I'm sorry, we're actually on
Yes,
employment
I'm
of personnel
sorry.
new
Yeah.
hires.
I'm sorry. That the board approve the new hires as recommended in executive session.
So moved.
Sorry.
Second.
Motion by Andrew Gonzalez, second by Adrian Gonzalez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Letter B, resignations.
Board members, I recommend that you accept the personnel resignations as presented to you in executive session.
Now, is that including that one we were talking about?
Right, to be effective on the date that the administration recommended.
Okay,
this
so moved.
Friday.
Second.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez, second by Andrew Gonzalez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Letter C, deliberation regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal or proposed termination of a district employee. Number one, discussion of renewal of probationary contract for teachers for the 2016-2017 school year.
Administration recommends renewal of the probationary contract for teachers presented to you in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Andrew Gonzalez, second by Adrian Gonzalez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Number two, discussion of renewal of term contract for teacher for the 2016-2017 school year. Dr. Leo.
Administration recommends the renewal of term contract for teacher recommended to you in executive session.
So moved.
Motion by Adrian Gonzalez. Have a second?
Second.
Second by Andrew Gonzalez. Any further discussion?
Just to, I don't know if we can, but, you know, there's people out here in the crowd to let them know that what we are recommending, I don't know if we can say the name or,
Is there anything?
like, I mean, I know there's people in the stands that are waiting to,
Well,
is there, you know, to let them know exactly what we're renewing?
Administration would like to recommend that Human Resources follow standard procedure in notifying the employee.
And that's appropriate.
Okay.
okay. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Item 3, discussion of renewal of non-certified contract for nurse for the 2016-2017 school year. Dr. Leo.
We recommend approval of the non-certified contract for a school nurse as presented to you in executive session.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Andrew Gonzalez, second by Mo Lopez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries. Number 4, consultation with legal counsel regarding employee investigation. This is a non-action item. Item 24, pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.074 regarding the superintendent. Do I have to read all of those, or can we just take it?
No, you can identify just that section, but we're recommending,
I'm sorry, discussion regarding item B or C? C?
well, it's actually it actually is B and C.
Okay, well, let me just, consultation with legal counsel regarding investigation, that was letter A, that's a non-action item. We've already discussed it. Item B, discussion regarding appointment, employment, evaluation, duties, discipline, or status
There's no action there.
is a non-action item. Item C, consultation with legal counsel regarding A, contemplated litigation, B, a settlement offer, or C, a matter in which the duty of the attorney of the Weslaco Independent School District under the Texas Disciplinary Rules of Professional Conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code.
I'll move to approve as discussed in executive session.
Second.
Motion by Oscar Caballero and a second by Adrian Gonzalez. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please vote so by saying aye.
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 Pose same sign. Motion carries. Section 15, adjournment.
So move.
It is now 9:52 and this meeting is adjourned.